Well, welcome back everybody to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and today we are back down here at 79th, and I'm a little confused by our first vessel we're seeing here. He's got a chain hanging off the bow eye, and I can't figure out for the life of me what you would do with this. I mean, this just seems like it would smack against the hull as you were driving around. I'm sure it's got a purpose. Let me know in the comments below, and I'm just missing something. And here comes our first crew approaching the dock today, and they're coming in a little hot, and I don't like this technique. The last thing you want to do is put your arms or legs or fingers or anything between the boat and the dock. It's just never a good idea. And she's going to go for the push-off, and the current wind's actually pushing into this dock today. He kind of overpowered it and pushed himself back off. If he'd have lined it up, it would have just pushed him back in. So he's going to try and reverse back out of this one and see if we can reset up the approach. And, yep, now he's figuring it out that the current wind's going to just do the job for him today. But definitely not something I recommend, once again, putting your limbs in between the boat and the dock. If you want to set it on top, that's fine. I understand trying to push off, but in this situation, just a little slip of the throttle or a little heavy gust of wind, and you could be having some major issues down here at the dock. But this crew, it appears, is safely going to make it on, and they're going to get this one tied up. So our captain's made his first approach to the dock, and it just did not work out. He's trying to go against the current and the wind into number 2, and it's definitely not going his way. So he's decided he's going to back out here and go for that second attempt, but we're just going to reverse all the way out on this one. Really, though, I mean, he's really got to come in a hard bow in. Probably could have just turned this thing around a little bit and got the nose pointed toward that dock and came in hard bow in. But anyway, he's going to reapproach it from this side, and he's got his assistant up front ready to go with lines, and let's see how it works out this time. And of course, we've got somebody trying to drop in over here on 2 that's going to try and pull out as well. And you can just see that wind and currents just catching this vessel. It's about a 32-foot boat probably, so I mean, it's got a lot of surface area to catch the wind and the current on this one. Our assistant's bracing for the push-off here in case the cap wants to hit the throttle. And it looks like she's going to readjust her plan. And, oh, she's going to go for the quick leap, and we've got her on the dock. But, man, the current and wind is pulling, and she is struggling. We've got the tug-of-war going here at the boat ramp. Our cap's going to try. Oh, watch those fingers. Ah, oof, a little smack there, too. Cap was trying to give her a little assistance, and just a little too much, it kind of backfired on him. So Captain's trying to figure out here what the next approach is. Looks like he's going to try and grab some lines, probably. And it looks like we're going to get some assistance from one of our fine Florida park officers as well. And my man's got a line, and he's got a 32-foot boat with a 15-foot line on the rear. That's probably not going to get the job done. So our officer's going to come over here and start giving some directions. Our cap's going to have to do a little push-off on the rear. But he's going to have to get behind the helm. We're going to have to use a little power on this one. And the assistant's kind of trying to push him around the pole a little bit. But they may have to reset this one up. I mean, he's drifting so far back toward the other dock now that there's not a whole lot of room left to work. I mean, this approach right here just really isn't working that well. I mean, I guess he could probably apply some reverse pressure and try to bring the stern back into the dock. Finally, the assistant's going to jump back on, and she's going to look for another line. I mean, at least maybe we can get a mid-cleat or something on here. Oh, nope, she's got the correct line to go to the rear. Now, our officer's helping as well, and it looks like we're going to finally get that drift toward the dock we're looking for. And he's got it in reverse, pulling the stern toward the dock, as we mentioned. And she's going to go ahead and give the toss to the officer, and we're going to get this boat docked up. And here comes our crew back in after another fun day out on the water, and oh no, tempers are flaring at the ramp again. Cap's completely unfazed by this, so that's great. And here comes our next crew in to do an attempt to get this one on the dock, and we've got plenty of crewmates here. Taking the nice slow roll approach, you can tell that wind's still moving pretty good, and it's pushing them toward the dock, so they should be all right. But, oh, Oh, no, they smacked that one pretty good. Oh, man. Wait a minute. So Cap left the helm, but the boat's in reverse. And this is why you don't leave the helm as a captain. I mean, if you're the only one on the boat and you've got to get it docked up, that's one thing. But if you're the captain and there's other people there, you really need to get them to do this because bad things can happen. Oh, man. He was trying to reverse to speed check it before they hit the dock or smack the dock. And he just never pulled it quite back into neutral, it looks like. And so this thing was sitting in reverse. Now our Cap's going to have to try and get this one pulled back up there now that he's reversed his way back out. And he's going to request some additional lines, so we'll try and get a front and a stern line going here so we can kind of pull it back up and get it pulled up to the dock. He's got the toss, and we should be able to start walking this thing up then. Our crew's getting it pulled up now. There we go. We'll get a little assistance on the dock. That'll help out a lot too. And his Mako's backing out in a hurry for some reason. So maybe there's somebody launching in front of him. There's definitely a motor on. But our crew looks like it's going to get this one walked up, and we'll be all right here. Disaster averted, basically. I mean, that boat being left in reverse. Oh, here's what the Mako was running from. Our crew's out of control, and they're coming back into him. Oh, no. Oh, they left the dock, and the current and wind just got him. And now our guy on the dock, after he already smacked his own boat, like, bro, get off my boat. Oh, man. The fun never ends. Man, I feel bad for those guys. I don't think they were quite ready for it. I don't think that they were ready that the current and wind was going to be that strong. When they released, I think they thought they were going to have a shot to reverse out of this because he was in reverse. But man, even in reverse gear, it just took him right into that boat, man. But once again, everybody made it out okay, and Cap's got a lesson learned. And our crew here has been waiting for a dock patiently for quite some time now. Things are busy down here. And what is that? Oh. Cap's looking back like, what's wrong with the motor, man? Well, your prop's hitting the ladder, bro. It's surprising to me how many ladders we see down here in Miami at the boat ramps. That's just hilarious. Of course, watch as soon as they pull away from the ladder, oh man, engine problem solved. That knock is now gone. And we're going to approach the dock finally, and we got somebody doing my thing we talked about earlier. Once again, legs in between the dock. Just never a good idea. And see right... Oh, come on. No, that was almost tough to watch. That one was probably closer than it looked to there being some type of injury there. And here comes our crew in on final approach, and they're going to use the single line method where they tie the line to the forward and stern cleat and just try and toss around a couple... Oh! Oh, Wifey's giving him the death stare. Oh, he almost knocked her off, getting a little handsy on the throttle. Oh, it happened so easily, though, too. I feel bad for Cap. Cap's not going to have a fun evening after this. I mean, as a captain, we've all done that, I think, at some point in time. I've been blessed. I've not tossed anybody off yet, but I've had some close calls. I'll be the first one to admit that, where just, the current grabs you. You think you're pulling back on the throttle lightly, and you just hit it just a little too hard, and somebody happened to be standing up doing something on the boat. And, it happens to the best of us. It really does. But our Cap looks like he's going to go ahead and get this one set up, and our assistant's going to do the toss and get us over a couple poles, hopefully. And she's got us set up and ready to roll, and they're going to get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, be sure to check out our other channels. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.